Hey, good evening. I've got a mystery box. This is the bill of lading for shipping it from China. This is a CNC machine. It's a 30-18, which means the bed should be 30 by 18. There we go. Worked okay. That's right, everything would spill out all over the place. So it's got a lot of parts. It's a CNC 3 3018 Pro. It comes with the CNC cutter, comes with a 5500 watt laser for engraving. I really wanted to play around with the laser function, but I also bought it so that I could make PCBs for circuits that I'm building for radios. So let's see what we've got. It's a lot of stuff. The sides are like a laminate plastic of some type. So let's go ahead. Some of the bearings are already installed. This looks like some very, very small 2030. It's got the shape of 2030, but I'm not sure that's 2030. And it's got a couple of these that are that strange plywood type thing. These look like they're CNC cut. So there's 2 lead screws and 2 shafts that something slides back and forth on. I'm trying to give you guys an idea of what it comes as, what all the pieces are. I'll put it together on camera. So these look like one of the beds. USB cable. Looks like mini USB. A lightweight power supply. 24 volts, 5 amps. Actually, 5 amps, 24 is not that bad. Very light for 5 amps. Of course, 24 volts it could be. There looks like stepper motor wires. And some little itty bitty stepper motors. Those don't look like NEMA 17s or very short NEMA 17s. Looks like this is the tool head. I'm sorry, there's 3 stepper motors. So this is the stepper motor that moves this up and down. This looks to be what they call offline. Has a micro SD, doesn't show the size, or does it? 1 gigabyte. Ooh, lots of space. Apparently the G code doesn't use a lot of space. So what this is going to do is allow you to run it without being hooked to a computer. Power supply adapter. Looks like a power connector. Another power supply. One must be for the motor and one must be for the laser. So there's parts and 2 wrenches, typical cheap wrenches, and a bunch of screws, X nuts, couplers, lead screw nuts. This is the laser. It's supposed to be a 5500 watt laser. That'll be the last thing I take out after I get everything else working. And here's the control board. Actually is okay. They have a fan built on it. There's your stepper motors, power. Looks like limits. And that's that offline board. Very small board. This is in my opinion, this is almost certainly a Adreno in a custom format. So that's a little board, but you really don't need a whole lot. And it came with 2 sets of glasses. That's kind of neat. Driver software of some type. No label. Zip ties. I'm sure this is for cable management, but it could be for other things. And they give you 1 pack of tools. And they've covered the sharp ends with plastic. Now I bought another set that's a tiny tip that's used for PCBs. And the heart of the system. That's a beefy looking motor. Wow. And this is the tool head. Now, it only comes, as far as I know, with one cullet, but you can buy tons of different sizes of cullets. So, I think this is a pretty complete system. Oops. There's the bed. So, it's 18 centimeters by 30 centimeters. I think that's what that's going to turn out to be. There's another power adapter. Okay, here's directions for the offline board. And there's a picture of the finished printer. Of course, there's a much better picture of the finished printer. And I'm going to have to read the manual before I continue, but this is the parts it came with. The only parts I really have a concern about are these plywood type things. Fiber, plywood, they look like they're plastic. So I have some questions about how long they'll hold up. But if you think about it, there's 4 pieces of this plastic. The 2 uprights. So the plastic looks like it's across the front and the back and the 2 sides of this. But if that would give problems over time, it's possible you could replace those with some type of a metal. That's to be decided in the future. So CNC 3 3018 Pro with the laser option seems to be pretty good. Only putting it together and using it will tell. I'm going to read the manual. We'll start putting it together and we'll see how it works. I like the idea of having a CNC, and I really bought it for the PCB manufacturing capability, and that's probably the first thing I'll demonstrate. But I also like the laser engraving option. So if you like the videos, please subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching.